Oh, to have life both ways.
To have impact and calm. To be able to stretch yourself and enjoy a stretch. To feel the fire of ambition and be ambitious enough to achieve balance.
It is possible, but only in Trinidad and Tobago, two islands that grace the exit of the Caribbean. While unique, the individual histories have led to differences between the islands and have created two distinct cultures for the enviable experience of giving you everything you want.
It was not always this synergistic. By the time Columbus stepped onto these two islands, they had already begun to forge their individual identities, the Arawaks in Trinidad and the Caribs in Tobago.
From the 15th to the mid-18th century, Trinidad was used as a base for expeditions in search of the mythical El Dorado.
Tobago, on the other hand, was engaged in a game of musical chairs. The island changed hands over 20 times among the Dutch, British and French. By the 19th century, when we were united, we were both British sugar colonies.
The island's personalities were set when in 1962, Trinidad and Tobago became an independent member of the Commonwealth. The discovery of oil reserves established Trinidad as the industrial base for the two islands, while Tobago ultimately found its niche in tourism.
While both islands enjoy the same advances in telecommunications, infrastructure and commerce, in Trinidad it forms an intrinsic part of day-to-day life, while in Tobago it's simply a means to an end.
Trinidad's energy is frenetic. There is nothing laid back or idyllic about this metropolitan-like hub. The capital, Port of Spain, is the epicenter of the region. The list of energy and other commercial companies headquartered here is formidable.
The petrochemical sector, which includes methanol, ammonia, urea and liquefied natural gas, continues to grow, with the country among the top 10 largest exporters of liquefied natural gas in the world.
Trinidad has great shopping, from boutiques to large chains.
Business, high energy, on the go. Thankfully, there's Tobago to offer a world that slows the rate of your heartbeat. Like Trinidad, Tobago is naturally endowed. We have been blessed with nature's bounty.
The mountains, forests, coral reefs, birds, flora and fauna, everything is within touching distance.
No wonder Tobago is home to around 220 species of bird, including some not regularly seen in Trinidad.
Tobago is also famous for the Main Ridge Forest Reserve, the oldest rainforest of its kind in the Western Hemisphere. Most of this forest remains natural.
Trinidad also has its share of natural must-sees. The Asa Wright Nature Center, Mount St. Benedict, the Caroni Nature Reserve, River Swamp, the Pointe-a-Pierre Wildfowl Trust, bird watching almost everywhere. Falls with exotic names.
And visitors to Tobago love to visit historic Fort King George, soothing Bucco Bay, snorkeling at Pirates Bay, and being totally immersed by the cooling falls.
What this means is you can trek, sail, dive, swim, splash, or just chill. Trinidad and Tobago offer you that option.
Something else we share. Trinidad and Tobago is teeming with festivals.
Well known and not so well known. There are festivals of Muslim and Hindu heritage.
Hossein, a mourning festival for Hussein and Hassan, the martyred grandsons of the Prophet Muhammad. Eid al-Fitr, which climaxes in celebrations after weeks of fasting.
Hindu traditions also abound. Pagwa marks the celebration of harvest time with singing of folk songs and drenching of all participants with tinted water, abir, using spray guns, pichakaris. Diwali is a festival of lights, a celebration of the victory of light over darkness, with music, dance, and gift-giving. Diwali climaxes with the lighting of millions of tiny diyas throughout the island.
Emancipation Day marks the end of slavery in 1839. The day includes many African-oriented cultural events.
The heritage of our first people, the Carib Amerindians, is celebrated at the Santa Rosa Festival.
Tobago also has its share of festivals. Goat Race, which follows Easter Sunday and features racing goats. These goats are specially bred for racing and are very swift. The jockeys run alongside the animals, encouraging their steeds with ropes and sticks. It's great fun.
Tobago's Heritage Festival runs for 2 weeks and is arguably the major event on the island. This is our annual celebration of our heritage in music, dance, and food. Tobago's old-time wedding has a big role in the Heritage Festival. It is a reenactment of 19th century nuptials, complete with men in tails and top hats and women in satiny splendor.
As Christmas fades, preparations begin for Carnival, the largest in the Caribbean.
Referred to as the greatest show on earth, the pace accelerates with steel band practices, parties, competitions and shows, coming to a climax with the Mardi Gras on Sunday night. On Monday and Tuesday, bands jump and whine through the streets and pass the judges in carnival activities throughout both islands.
And on Ash Wednesday, the habit is to cool down on the beach with a shark and bake.
And on the subject of food, many of our most cherished pastimes are centered around food. Breakfast old talk eating a doubles, drinking coconut water around the savannah. A lot of what we enjoy doing the most is built around our amazing cuisine.
Trinidad is an international culinary adventure. Our cuisine boasts of the riches of the earth's four corners, an irresistible offering of gourmet cooking alongside our indigenous originals.
Reminds me of our culture. It's rich in music, color, rhythm. It's song, dance, art in so many forms.
Theater, traditional and modern, filmmaking, sports. There's just so much to do in Trinidad.
And Tobago. Seems like we're more alike than we thought. Everything you want is yours in 2 islands, our country.
Trinidad and Tobago. Enjoy.